Hello, my fellow air riders. It is me, Onion Creature. Today I'm going to be discussing my time with the Kirby Air Riders demo event, the test ride that took place over the past weekend. I got a chance to play the game for about 3 hours, which was pretty damn exciting for me as someone who has been looking forward to this game for many a year. And let's look through some of the gameplay clips I recorded. I was actually playing through this title largely over a Wi-Fi hotspot through my phone, which I know is not ideal, but I will say it did perform very well under those conditions. I just happened to be in a car quite a lot over the demo play sessions. The first session I did stay up really late for. It was 12 a.m. my time. I took a nap and then woke up at 12 a.m., played for a couple hours, and really enjoyed it. I'm just going to talk about a few takeaways. We just got a few weeks before this game comes out, so obviously we'll have my full thoughts on the game when that eventually comes out. But based on my demo impressions, I think the main of which is just that this game is really insanely chaotic. This has always been true of City Trial, but it's even more so the case here. A big factor in that is that the just overall pace of the game is a lot faster, and also the fact that online you have 16 players running around at once really make the game quite visually overstimulating. And I did like how relatively generous this demo is in terms of the amount of time you can play it for and the amount of stuff that's in it. You don't get everything that has been shown in the direct. You only have basically all the characters that were announced in the first direct. But yeah, you do get quite a few characters. We had like 6-hour long play sessions, and there were 4 of them over the weekend. And you get access to the full City Trial map. I'm glad we had Sakurai explaining the game in those directs, because it is actually quite a bit more complicated than the original. Just the amount of stuff happening on screen is quite overwhelming. There's also some pretty good tutorials included in the demo, which you can still play even when the demo period is not ongoing. Yeah, the thing I'm mixed on most at the moment is this selection of 4 mini games after you have done City Trial, because what can happen is you get a no contest where there's no other players, which just feels disappointing. It's very anticlimactic. It is also funny. This is quite a funny game, perhaps one of the funniest games of the year. Just really goofy shit happening at a really unprecedented rate. Kirby Air Ride has always been a fun, goofy party game, but this has just taken it and turned up the crank. So again, my concerns really are the 4 event selection at the end of City Trial. I'm still a bit concerned about that. I do hope that there's a way to disable that in online. I know you could do that in private lobbies and stuff. I am worried about how frequently you might be seeing that selection where no other players joined in the event you did. I saw it just a couple of times, but we'll see what happens with the full release. I have to say I was really happy with the character roster. They don't feel that different from each other on a surface level, but they all do have the different special attacks. Some of them can auto-attack. A lot of Rick love in the world over the past weekend. Lots of people playing Rick, which was wonderful to see. He seems to be quite popular. I love his special where you're running around. I did encounter this glitch that seems to be somewhat infamous, where you kind of just spawn into a stadium and then your characters are T-posing and some of them are just flying off into the distance, which was kind of funny. It did just happen once. I'm pretty sure that'll be ironed out before release. I'm also looking forward to playing more this upcoming weekend. I think the game visually does look quite good. Still definitely has the visual DNA of the GameCube original, but it does feel updated, and the higher resolution does go a long way, and the art design in general is quite good. It's also strange because racing is included in this test ride demo, but only offline. Can't do it online with randoms. You can do online with people in a lobby. They included the Paddocks system. I didn't get a chance to try that at all, which was kind of strange. I would have expected you to be able to race with random players for the test ride. I guess not. That does kind of make sense since the focus is on City Trial. And the racetracks did seem quite good. They're quite expansive in scope. Some nice little set pieces that take place, especially in the water level and the autumn level. And the music in general has continued to impress me. I've really enjoyed the preview tracks that they released on Nintendo Music. And playing it in the full game, it feels very good. Especially the main Kirby Air Riders theme, which is what's used in City Trial, sounds great, which I've really enjoyed listening to. I haven't gotten sick of it yet. I can definitely tell, based on playing this demo, that this is probably going to be a more niche title than some other racers this year, like Mario Kart World and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. I think those are delivering more classic racing experiences, whereas this is a really wacky party battle racing game, which really is focused on this central City Trial mode. It's very visually overwhelming and pretty strange, chaotic. I've already seen plenty of people online brush up against that, just the format, and not really enjoy it. And you know what? I say that's fair enough. I think the world would be a pretty boring place if every game appealed to every person. I think that's perfectly fine. The original Kirby Air Ride was a bit of a cult classic. It did sell pretty decently well considering it was on the GameCube, but it was never the hugest hit ever and has mostly lived on through fan enthusiasm. It's never really gained that much mainstream notoriety. I do kind of feel that though this game will likely sell more than that GameCube original just by the virtue of being on a bigger system and being a more ambitious, complete game, I do think it probably will not reach the mass appeal of many other Switch 2 racers. Personally, I would be perfectly fine with that. It does seem to be appealing to people like me who enjoy the City Trial format quite a lot and just want more of that from a Kirby Air Ride sequel. It really is shaping up to be something I'm going to get a lot of enjoyment out of. Already played several hours of it and can't wait to play more. You know, seeing the additional stuff that's going to be in that, you know, the additional characters, air ride vehicles, etc. I do think the new air ride machines are quite good and the returning ones have been refined for this new release. So the feel of vehicles is quite good, in addition to the just overall pace of the game being faster. I have very largely positive things to say. I do kind of hope that Sakurai was jesting a bit when he said that there would only be one City Trial map, because while I do really enjoy the one that is included here, it would feel maybe a little bit of a missed opportunity to just have the one, especially when we're getting all of the returning air ride racing tracks. It would be a really cool bonus, maybe after beating the story mode, if you could unlock the original City Trial map. Don't know if that's super likely, probably not, but I do think it would be really nice. That's another one of my possible complaints. I do hope that this one City Trial map will have the longevity to carry this full AAA release. I just hope it doesn't start to feel old. It hasn't so far, but I've only played the game a couple hours. We will definitely have to wait to see. I'll need additional data to make that judgment. Okay then, more Kirby Air Riders videos coming in the not so distant future. Onion Creature out.